Hello, winophobes! Welcome to another episode of Winophobia. So we're gonna do something a little bit different today. We're going to introduce people right from the start. Pat gets upset when I jump right into the topic, but I am the most forgetful person. So before I do,
You're anxious. You're anxious to get it
I'm ready to go.
You know,
it's the excitement that I have for wine. I am Jeff. To my left, the big fella. To my right,
the other guy.
Patrick.
What's it really matter? It's all about Jeff.
Yeah, it's
do I really need? Who knows my name? Doesn't matter.
You guys don't even need to be here.
This is Jeff. What can we do to help you?
All right, I'll send you a gift in the mail. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
It's okay.
Folks, we're going to bring some excitement. We're going to get over this pity party, and we're going to show you some wine gadgets today. If you get any kind of wine magazines, or if you've gone to any stores, you'll see all different kinds of things. Back in the day, I mean, there was one thing. It was just, the regular old wine opener. Now, we've got this is called a rabbit. This thing plugs in and you just put it down over. We're going to use it for the first time. I just bought it today. I have no idea how it works. We're going to demo it for you. This is called a cork pops. It has a CO2 cartridge in the top. Pat is demoing that. That's what we used to use like in high school. We put that in our little race cars. That thing can pop a cork out, and we're just going to see how these things work. We have a new kind of foil cutter. It's a little more advanced. And over next to Dirk, I don't know if you can see it in the shot, we have something called a Venturi. And these are everywhere. I mean, I've seen this at my local grocery store, and it is a wine aerator, so it brings a little bit of oxygen into the wine as you're pouring it in. We're going to dump it into a decanter as we do that. So without further ado, I think we should just...
Let's go. Are we going to race on this?
Let's just do it, right?
Is it really a race, or is it about just ease of function?
I think we have any of these gadgets to make the wine experience more fun and easier.
Okay.
And if I can brag that I have the coolest new wine opener, and Pat doesn't have this at home.
It could be a race. It doesn't have to be a race. I mean,
I'm gonna say no race.
We could.
Pat's demoing the foil.
No, I mean
I don't know if he did it right, but
we could.
I'll foil this one as well. This is the.
This is
the rabbit.
Now I do want to tell you that this thing shoots CO2 out.
That was cool. All right. See, so instantly, I'm not a huge fan of this. It didn't do a great job. Now it did.
So you got your foil off.
It took me 10 minutes, but I got the foil off.
I would say right now we're in an even place, right? I mean, we're ready to race.
I mean, if it was about racing, I would do that.
So if we say 3, 2, 1, go, push this down, and pop the cork. And then Jeff, while the appetizers are cooking, while the toasted ravioli for you St. Louis fans are warming up in the oven, Jeff can open the bottle.
Yeah, it was a little late. It was the first freaking time I've used it. Okay? I did the best I could. Now, what, does Pat have this cool thing?
Does Jeff have CO2? I think.
Oh, look, the cork came out subtly and gently.
So did my cork.
Whatever. I like this one.
Did you keep the receipt?
I need to get used to it.
Did you keep the receipt?
I kept the receipt. It's going back. Sorry, Crate and Barrel.
Dirk, what do you have over there?
It's not going to work out. That's the, what is that? That's the Venturi?
Oh, by the way, some people have made the mistake, if you guys heard about it, they use helium instead of CO2 in their gadget.
Do you hear this at home? Can you hear the sound of this thing?
And it affects your voice.
I think
as
this...
you drink the wine.
I like that.
Thanks for cutting me off in the middle of my joke.
Well, it was so loud because I just want to know at home if they can hear this because I can barely hear myself think, and that might be...
It's like a sump pump. It's kind of pumping the wine through and aerating it.
We're going to have to decide if we're fans of the Venturi because it is loud. Holy mother. All right, so there's a ton of froth at the top of this decanter.
For the record, just for people out there like PETA and WETA, wine is not wasted on these episodes, correct?
Yeah, we do not.
We're not
kill
just willy-nilly.
We're a no-kill shelter.
Wine. Well, we do kill bottles of wine.
The glass, but not the
we kill
organic
the actual wine, but we don't actually murder it. We don't leave it just sitting there for the rest of the week.
No,
so we do consume this wine. It will not be wasted. Don't worry.
So what we're going to do is end up tasting this wine, and we're going to try to figure out if ultimately we can tell any difference pouring it through this Venturi. Certainly getting the corks out was interesting with these two different styles. They're completely different than the original kind.
I won.
He won. Okay, fine. I'll learn how to use this one. And but the question is, do you need any of these things? You don't. You don't have to have these. It might make it a little more fun or a conversation piece. Again, we've done a decanting episode before. I think if you just pour the wine into anything, it'll probably make it fine. But this Venturi is supposed to do a great job. You can't evaluate this wine 1 minute after we poured it through there to know whether there was a major change. So we're going to do a little research after the camera turns off today, and we're going to let you know what happened with that wine.
Using the scientific method.
Correct. It's going to be serious science. There's going to be a paper written up.
Yes.
All right. Anything else? Dirk, do you want to add anything about these high-tech gadgets that we've kind of introduced the winophobes to today?
We're good?
Yeah. He's deep.
Well, find us on the web at winophobia.com or on Facebook at winophobia or on Twitter at winophobia, capital W.
Yep.
And again, submit questions and we will answer those on these episodes.
We want to hear from you. Let us know any questions you have. Leave a comment on these episodes. It means a lot to us so we know how we're doing. We want to talk about things that you guys want to hear about. So if you're fearful of wine, if you're having problems in that regard, we have the cure. Thanks for checking in with us today. Cheers.
Cheers.
So we'll just talk about some gadgets, and then we'll do a race. I'll do this one. You do that one.
We've got 5 minutes.
Do you want the old style?
I'm going to use this one.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
All in one.
Demo it all. Okay. All right. Are we recording?